your speech was so inspiring. How could I not want to get to know you a little bit better? And I'm so proud of the stance you took for our Second Amendment rights. That generous NRA donation will go such a long way to ensuring you will help us, and we will help you achieve great things for your country. Excuse me, darling. I must leave you to get home. I have to be at the firing range early tomorrow morning for another photo shoot, and then I have all day with my classes. But we will get together next week in Washington, after the prayer breakfast. And don't forget your handcuffs. Oh, you are so much fun, darling.
Reality is home from work.
On the very same evening, I walked out with that terrifying yet oh so interesting document with all those amazing details about Russian interference in our elections, uncomfortably stuck in my pants. I caught the evening news. I couldn't believe our piece of shit POTUS fired the FBI director while under investigation by the FBI and all the other intelligence agencies. I felt so enraged and yet kind of hopeful at the same time. Surely he had crossed the line. Fuck Trump. The most dangerous entry to this country is not immigrants coming in. It's the orange fastest pig we let into the White House. I just found it so hard to believe that enough Americans could suck so bad that a hideous, low-life mobster could actually be elected president. Jeez, fucking Putin really did it. Damn Russians hacked into our voting infrastructure. So crazy. Well, hopefully this will catch someone's attention and motivate them to do something. It's the least I can do.
Peg and Janice at another protest.
That's it. When democracy is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back! Democracy is under attack! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! Tell me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Tell me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
Come gather round people wherever you roam. On Tuesdays we gather and we're not alone. Your silence no longer can be condoned. This country with love is worth saving. Now lift up your voices and pick up your phones. November will bring rearranging. Come on, Senator Tillis, please heed our calls. Or we'll stand in your doorways, we'll block up your halls. For the ones being heard, we will stand to fall. The dreamers, the poor, and the aging. Let our chants shake your windows and rattle your walls, till your hearts and minds be a-changing. The Russians are freely corrupting our votes. Elections are Putin's play toy as he gloats, and Trump is his puppet, all evidence shows. There's no telling who Mueller's aiming. If he's fired now, break out the lifeboats. The Red Sea to blue will be changing.
Woo! Okay, that was wonderful! Now, gather round. I want to thank you all so much for coming. This is our 68th consecutive week. They know we're out there. They know we aren't giving up. Woo! Before we leave, I also just want to mention Reality Winner. She's a young Air Force veteran who joined up right out of high school and served 6 years. Reality has been in jail in Georgia for over a year now for sneaking a document out of her workplace as an NSA contractor. This document detailed Russian hacking and meddling in our elections, which she was concerned would be covered up. We know that the Russians interfered in 21 elections. How do we know this? Because this courageous young lady risked everything to show us. And she's been jailed, she's been silenced, and is hardly even mentioned as part of the ongoing discussion. Reality isn't even allowed to tell her story. But we can, and we should. So, Janice says she has a link to the free reality winner petition, and we'll post it on our group's page. Thank you so much. Next week, our theme will be Save DACA and Families Belong Together. As you know, Trump has again dehumanized immigrants, calling them gang members and rapists. And then he ordered the inhumane and often abrupt separation of thousands of children from their families, including young children, even babies. We will be joined by several DACA recipients to share their stories with us. We'll see you next week.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Oh, thanks for telling them about the reality winner petition. We should do an entire rally about her and the Russian interference sometime. Oh, so much is going on. It's just so overwhelming. I don't know how you can even pick a theme each week. Freedom of the press, healthcare, choice, climate change, Citizens United, education, living wages, food stamps, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, net neutrality, human rights, and goddamn it, treason. That's what really it all comes down to. Everything. It all matters and all relates. They won't do anything about it because so many benefited. I bet half of Congress is complicit. Treason sucks! Right here, this one. As far as I'm concerned, this is the perfect sign no matter what the theme is. Trump is Putin's bleep holster. Stephen Colbert, you sure got that one right.
Billy is greeted by reporters outside her home.
I'm very proud of my daughter. Reality joined the Air Force right out of high school because she wanted to serve her country. She's as smart as she can be and very athletic. She enjoys running marathons and teaching spin class and yoga. Reality is a wonderful girl, extremely passionate and compassionate. She volunteers with disabled people, even pushing them in 10K races in their wheelchairs. She fosters homeless pets. She truly cares about people and animals and is constantly doing whatever she can to make our world a better place. That's really who she is. Yes, she called her father first. She knows he's the calmer one. She told him that she had been arrested and asked if we would come up and take care of her animals. I'm worried about her. It's so scary. That's all I know right now.
Reality is in court being questioned.
I just kept looking at it for 3 days. It's not like I was trying to be another Snowden or anything like that. I just figured that whatever system we were using had already been compromised. And this reporter likely would be just one more drop in the bucket, but maybe it would help the truth to come bubbling out. I guess it all just got to me. Things were pretty awful at work. I even filed a formal complaint about them having Fox News on constantly, you know? Just, at least, for God's sake, put on MSNBC, Al Jazeera, or a cute slideshow with people's pets, puppies, kittens, anything. I tried to reason with them to change it once in a while. So there I was, and I still had, 7-8 months left of a job that didn't really mean anything to me. because it's translating crap from Iran and so boring. I'm really a much better Pashto linguist. And so like, what am I doing translating Farsi? Knowing what was in that document made everything else I was doing seem meaningless. I felt so hopeless. Seeing that information that had been contested back and forth in the public domain for so long, trying to figure it all out with so much else that keeps getting released and leaked. Why isn't this getting out there? Why can't this be public?
I was wearing the blonde wig when I first noticed Donald Trump, and unfortunately, he noticed me. He was off to the side watching an orgy, as if he was disgusted. But then he gestured for me to come over and complimented me, saying I reminded him of his daughter, who was also 13. Then he asked me to give him a hand job. I said I didn't think I was supposed to, but when I looked at Tiffany, she nodded, and she said, of course I should comply. So I began to touch him. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was a long time ago, but still He slapped my hand away and looked angrily at Tiffany. She scurried over with a glove. She said we girls were not allowed to handle Mr. Trump without a glove.
Janice and Peg are headed to yet another protest.
I'm suspended again. This seems different. I'm worried. I think it's for longer. Maybe forever. I'm not sure. I had to do a CAPTCHA code, then they texted me a number. I changed my password, and I'm still out. I did get carried away a bit, I guess. It was my child rape petition. I just don't understand how any case with sworn affidavits by 2 women can just be withdrawn due to death threats, and just have that be the end of it. Puff, like nothing ever happened, like it just doesn't matter, like Maria just disappeared. It seems so wrong. I just wanted to keep sharing it, so I did. But only on posts and tweets that are related to, kind of. And of course to their lawyer, Lisa Bloom, because whatever she tweets is relevant. Lots of people just say silly stuff on Twitter, but I feel like every word I put on Twitter is essential. Every meme. I don't write in all caps, but still sometimes I feel like I'm screaming and screaming. Waiting on Mueller time feels like waiting for Godot.
So how many times
Well,
did you share it?
I don't really know. Seems like it was thousands of times. Some last evening, and then more today. Well, I just copied and pasted it. Sometimes I changed the wording a little to fit the post better. I shared it on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter over and over because it really matters. More than all that cutesy stuff most people post.
That is wonderful. How many signatures did you get?
18.
Frutina attends a press conference.
Mr. Trump? Mr. Trump, I'm visiting from Russia, and I would like to know, please, my question is, will be about foreign politics. If you would be elected as the president, what will your politics, especially as your foreign politics, specifically in relation with my country, be? And do you want to continue the politics of sanctions that are damaging to both of our countries? Or do you have much better ideas? Well, now things are really looking up for me and becoming much more interesting, as well as a bit more fun. I'm going to a Styx concert tonight with my new American friend. Mr. J.D. Gordon. And I think he really gets me. I'm sure I'm going to get the goods from him in probably more ways than one. And anyway, if I go to his birthday party next week, I'm sure that I can recruit many more people to my cause. From friends and Facebook fans who will all share my enthusiasm for better, closer relations between both of our countries.
Billy has retired and moved to Georgia to support her daughter, full-time.
Reality was surprised at home by FBI agents with search warrants who told her they wanted to either take her to their headquarters to interview her or at home, but they'd have to be away from any distractions. Well, she told them that there was a real small, weird back bedroom, but she was very uncomfortable there because it was creepy. Likely it was just what they wanted. They took her phones, her keys, and they questioned her for a couple of hours in that small room. But they never informed her of any Miranda rights. She felt like she was being held and not free to leave. She asked permission to go to the bathroom once and was accompanied by 2 of the 11 agents. I heard her voice on the tape. She sounded, she was obviously very frightened, and she sounded shaky. I and even some journalists were stunned the first time we saw her in the court with handcuffs and shackles. An armed marshal stayed really close to her for every moment. Now, one reporter told me later that he covered the Chelsea Manning trial, and she was not shackled or treated in that manner. It was heart-wrenching. We pleaded for her to be able to come home to await her trial. There was no use. They falsely twisted her social media posts and took them out of context to misrepresent her as a true enemy of the state. She's certainly not the only young or older woman that has made bad negative comments about Trump and what is happening politically in our country. She was wrongly charged under the Espionage Act, which is 100 years old, and concerns someone taking intentional action to harm us in cooperation with a hostile foreign agent or country. We've been unable to hug her, only talking constantly on a monitored phone, and seeing her in that courtroom, in that orange jumpsuit, handcuffed and shackled. It was very painful. We have a long road ahead of us.
Reality is in her cell at the Lincolnton, Georgia County Jail.
I love my little house. I have this one wall, my favorite, filled with my cards and pictures from my friends and family. I've been saving them since basic training. I just never wanted to throw them away. It's the place I miss the most. My life before 11, seriously, 11 big-ass FBI agents confronted me at my sweet little home. And now, I've never felt so far away. I just can't get over the little things I'm missing already. Like, I was supposed to teach yoga today and a cycling class tomorrow. My pets, they're okay at least. Shit, I was actually supposed to be on a date last night. I know it sounds silly, but that's pretty much my whole life. That's all I had. My freedom, my family, friends, and my time. Even little things like we used to define like a heartbeat and a breath. Can't even put to the test. Say I'm not dying, nothing's at stake. Take my pulse, look down my throat, and you'd be planning my wake. This news isn't fake. Nothing left for them to take. And those who awake look away at my mistake. Meanwhile, others trying to take a stand are bowed so far over their heads in the sand. Today you can tweet, spout off on your views. Tomorrow, who knows, will you be in my shoes? What if the people I gave 6 years to defend got better things to do? Sorry, not sorry. The end.
Not